220 dinners they served in 15 minutes at the last wedding. Oh yeah, and 2 side girls. Christine, what do you say? Oh, I think you are excited. So I added those variables tonight. So, yeah, I thought, because I didn't buy as much as I some there with the the others.
Good.
So yeah, and then I got that all done, got the last of my butternut squash in. Yeah, let's see which one is first.
I need a packet because I couldn't print.
Yeah, thanks.
You got one of these? I do.
Christine,
Thank you
that's
so
right.
much.
Getting there.
Christine, please. Oh, Christine.
Sign for Polly Steele.
Thank you.
So Bliss is first, Bliss Ball.
I know. It's a Polly Molly. So do we have a quorum?
John's on. And how many do we need, Teresa?
7. We have 7, so we have a quorum.
Ready to start. Hello, everybody connected? Sure. Can you hear? Hey, can you hear me?
Okay. This is Russ. I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I'll open the meeting. Sorry for the delay getting started. We have one member of the Board of Civil Authorities also on Zoom. And we're here, Therese Lounsbury, Nikki Steele, Meg Streeter,
Bonnie Warner, Christine Richter.
So welcome. I just have one bit of business before we open the hearing, which is to approve any changes or additions to the agenda from anyone. And we need a motion to approve the minutes of October 29th. I was not here, so
I will move to approve the minutes of the 20,
October 29th.
October 29th.
2025.
Second it.
Any questions about the minutes from that hearing? No, hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. Aye. Everyone in favor, and I'll abstain. Okay. So I'm going to open the first abatement hearing with the name of the applicant being Bliss Ball, and the property location is, you know what it is, 40 Fairview Avenue, Wilmington, and the parcel ID number 762-242-10151. So I'll ask the applicant and any witnesses who are going to testify to take the oath, which is under the pains and penalties of perjury. Do you solemnly swear that the evidence you give in the cause?
Meg, they're not here. We don't have a.
Who's not here?
We don't have a requester for under the Bliss Ball one, so I don't know if you want to do green first. They are here.
Oh, I know their names. So they're unidentified.
Yeah. So,
Okay. So
maybe
let me back up. Okay. We'll start over.
do the other one first, and we'll see if
Yep.
others appear.
We will. So this is Stephen and Kathleen Green.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes, correct.
That's correct. Hello.
Okay. So this will be the abatement hearing for you, and your address is 76 Landing Lane, Wilmington, parcel number 023-20016.018. so I still make you take notes. I'm gonna have your correct names. Under the pains and penalties of perjury, do you solemnly swear that the evidence you give in the cause under consideration shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I
Yes.
do, yes.
Thank you. Any conflicts of interest among any of the board members that exists, or any ex parte communication? Everybody's nodding, no, saying no? Okay. Did you receive a copy of the procedures for this hearing?
Yes.
Okay, great, thank you. Do you have any questions about how it will proceed? Having read that?
I did not read that, but it was wonderfully given to me, but I did not read it. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We don't have a quiz. I just want to make sure you know. We're
We
going to
do,
ask
we,
you.
we do have it. We'll let you know if we have questions as we work through.
I'm a teacher, so I have to fess up. I didn't do my homework.
You're a little busy, I know, this time of year. So I'm going to ask you to identify the statutory abatement category that your request is being made under. And that would have been something that was mailed to you or that you filled out in person, I'm not sure which.
Do you want it by description or by code?
Description's fine.
The taxes or charges upon real or personal property lost or destroyed during the tax year.
Great, thank you. So now it's your turn to tell us why you're requesting the abatement.
On the evening of May 15th into May 16th, our home burnt down to the ground. And we've
There's
lost
nothing left.
we've all lost all use of it. The insurance has told us we're getting the final word, but the insurance has told us it's a total loss and it's not going to be able to be reconstructed in any way. And so they're estimating 18 to 24 months before we can occupy again. We're hoping to beat that. We're gonna try to do it a little over a year, but they're skeptical of my push to do it. But so we don't have access to the property, and the property basically isn't worth what it was worth anymore. It's currently in a state where it's burnt and we have to do demolition of it and have everything and all the personal property inside, everything is lost. And with the foundation, we're actually uncertain about. Of course, insurance would love to save it because it saves money, but they're uncertain about it because of heat damage and other things could potentially mean that we don't even have the foundation. So the only what we have left is the land is the best way to say it with a requirement to do demolition to make use of it.
And you're talking about May of this year, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, May 15th of
2026.
this year, like just a few weeks ago, it was, yeah,
Right.
it started on the night of May 15th. It went past midnight, so it kind of went through the middle of the night.
Right. Thank you. Sorry about your
No,
loss.
We were there.
Terrible.
It was a tough night.
Yeah, I
But
bet.
we're all okay. We're all good, and then we're fortunate that we have a home, in Connecticut, 2 hours away, and we're doing our best. We're going to make a go of it. We're 100% planning to rebuild unless there's some obstacle I can't think of right now.
Right.
And as quickly as possible. We love the town. We want to be there.
Thank you. Does anybody on the board have any questions?
Do I have to turn it on?
You're on, aren't you?
Am I on? Am I on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Do you have any pictures?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. The roof's completely gone. Sure. Do you want us to send them separate? How do you want to do it?
No, I didn't know if you had a stack right there or something. But you said, can you?
Wait, we
So-
can show you on the screen. You probably can see it if you stand by for 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think it's stand by. I'll get you some. Do you want to see? Okay, I can kind of show you something that will kind of give. So.
Yeah.
So. This okay. This
This is a good one.
okay. That's good. Why don't you hold that up? Oh, see. So. With
Can
that,
you see that?
So that's inside of our house. You can see the sky.
Oh, my God.
That is
Our living room.
That's looking into my kitchen. The window is the kitchen. There's looking up to the loft.
Wow. Oh,
The thing that is disturbing, there's looking down from the loft.
oh, boy.
It's
Yeah, it's really, there's
that as a mother, that's my son's bedroom.
Were any of you
We
here?
were
or
all
was-
here.
yeah, and
We were all here. I left in my slippers.
there was, we were in the, we
Oh.
were in the house, the smoke started kind of, and it was, unless you stood up, you might not know, because it kind of came from the top down. And then we suddenly realized that I walked outside and there was flames coming out of the top of the chimney. And I had a fire in the fireplace, and I presumed all along that it had was linked to the fire because it came out of the wood structure around the chimney. But subsequently, the fire investigation said they believe it's actually to do with the heating system somehow. The vent may be corroded and caused a fire somewhere in the middle of our house as it went up. You know, there's a pipe that essentially goes up to the roof, right? And they
Yeah.
think that maybe it lost its cap in the winter and it got corroded over time and that caused the fire. But so they think it started in the middle. Once the roof caught fire, it just didn't stop. And so there is no roof on the house. And the entire structure that holds it together is gone. And the only thing that there's maybe even less than a 50% chance of saving is the actual foundation, which is kind of shocking. And even all the contents, most of the contents are burnt and there's nothing left of them, but the few that happen to be in a section where they didn't actually get burned are destroyed in other ways.
Wow.
It's
And-
all gone.
Yeah, they said, yeah, smoke, water. I mean, they were there for 4 hours pumping water into the house.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes,
Thank
it
you
was
for-
it was a rough night. That's the essence of it. Yes, I mean, feel free to drive by if you want to see.
It's
It's
very sad and depressing to me.
No,
Yeah, thank you for showing us the pictures. I'm
I
sorry.
hope that helps.
Yeah, it makes it more real. Thank you.
You know,
It's
it does-
altogether too real.
It's altogether too real. Yeah, the pictures do tend to make it more real. Yeah, you're right. That's a fair.
Any other questions from anyone who's here? Or John, any questions from you? Do you want to exclude you?
You're muted.
No, I'm good. Sorry. No, unfortunately, I'm familiar with the fire. I certainly heard about it. And it's not too far from where I am, but yeah, unfortunate. Sorry to hear that.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I think the only question that I have is that you're asking for taxes to be abated. What tax year are you looking for to be abated?
Well, I mean, so first, I'm somewhat ignorant of your processes, so I'll just say what kind of seems logical to me as somebody who hasn't done this before. And all I do, we just sit back here and pay the tax bill. We don't really think about this part of it. But at May 15th, we lost the use of the property, and we'd like to see down to whatever the value is of the land until we're able to build a house, and then you apparently reassess it, and we are able to occupy it again. I guess we get a certificate of occupancy at some point in time in the future, and we're allowed to actually go back in there. My personal goal for making that happen, okay, is, and I've talked to builders about it, and I'm trying to make it go, is to have the house framed. Like right now, we can't even act yet. We haven't removed any of the rubble, okay? But once we do, our goal is to have it framed before winter so they can work on the interior over the winter. And we'd love to move in the spring. People are telling me I'm not sure we're going to get there, but some of the builders think they might be able to do it for us. So from the date that we lost it until I don't know how it lines up with tax years. That's something you're going to have to tell me. But from the date that we lost it until the date that we get it back. And my goal is to set a new record for getting it back because we miss our house.
Okay, so you're looking for basically from May of this year till like April of next year or May of next year?
Yeah, yes. And it might take us longer, but I think realistically, I think I have a shot at pulling off a 1 year period as opposed to longer than that. Yes. I think I have a a fair shot, but I can't guarantee that. Is that some people have told me it takes longer than that to build, but I've got some builders that seem to think they might be able to do it. So we'll see how quickly the insurance moves right now.
Thank you.
And then the only other question I have is, I believe you have a well and septic on site, private well and private septic?
Neither.
You don't have a well or septic at your house?
Community.
No, because so the landing, the houses that are near the water, there's 12 homes that have a shared community well system and a shared community septic system. So we have no well on our property. We have a water line coming in. We share water with 6 other homes. The well is still operational, but it's not ours. Okay, it's joint. It's a community property.
Wasn't it turned off?
And that's water. Our water is actually disconnected. They actually dug up and cut the pipe to our house. And in the septic, we don't have it on our property. The leach field is actually, a quarter mile from us, up the hill.
Okay.
Oh, the whole idea was to get it away from the lake. That's why it's done that way.
Okay.
So no, we don't have that on our property. I know that's unusual for this area, but yeah.
Any other questions from anyone? No?
So is there a value on the land itself that you guys presented? I'm sorry if I missed that.
I didn't put a number on it. I don't really know.
It's probably on the tax record,
Yeah,
the house and the,
that's, Russ could probably answer to that.
yeah. I think we have
Okay.
that
Yeah.
information.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I don't
don't.
have
So
it in front of me.
I couldn't tell you precisely what the land value is right now, but it's a small portion of that. Yes.
Do you have it? Nikki,
This
there?
one, yeah. This has the land valued at 78,000 and the building at 330,600.
Okay. Yeah, in relative terms, that probably sounds correct in the sense that the prices are changing in real time, as we all know in the town. But yeah, based on the assessed value, that may be a fair one breakdown.
Can I just have that again? The land was 78,000 and
Sure.
the house was what?
330,690.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Anything else anybody on the board wants to ask about? I think that's it. And if you have anything else to tell us, I think you've covered it really well. After both hearings are over tonight, we go into a deliberative session, which does not include the public. We just discuss your request and make a decision. And you would hear from us within 30 days of this date, presumably much sooner, but that's the statutory time frame.
Okay, understood.
Thank you. And is that by regular mail that we hear from you or email?
You'll get a certified letter from the town clerk's office.
Okay,
Thank you.
understood. Yeah, we're out of town for a couple of weeks, but for starting on Saturday, we're overseas for a couple of weeks. We planned a trip before all this chaos happens. It's not. I guess it's good that we're getting away, but it's not really that easy right now. We're trying to get this happen.
Try and relax and have a good time.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's our mindset. We're trying to be optimistic and say, you know what, nobody got hurt. Our firefighters were safe. We're safe. We're just right now. It's things, and we're going to rebuild.
Right. Well, good luck with the rebuild.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very much.
And if you have any follow-up questions, feel free. We're always here.
I think we're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate your time today and your patience with us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll close.
You have a motion?
We have another hearing.
Right,
So,
we close the hearing.
ooh, if you want to.
Sure.
We can.
I move that we close the hearing on the Greens' request for tax abatement. I can see.
Okay, all in favor of closing this hearing?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Hi.
Hi, Russ. I think you're there.
Hi. I'm there.
Okay, great. So now the second hearing. Welcome, Ms. Bliss Ball. Hello.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good, can you hear us okay?
Yes, I just
So
have to
far?
put my
Okay,
face
great.
to my ear so you can hear me.
Okay, so this is applicant Bliss Ball. The address is 40 Fairview Avenue. The span number for the property is 762-242-10151. And I'm going to ask you to take an oath about the testimony you're going to give, Ms. Ball. Under the pain and penalties of perjury, do you solemnly swear that the evidence you give in the cause under consideration shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. And does any of us have any conflict of interest in regards to this applicant or property or any ex parte communications?
Nope.
No.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Ball, did you receive a copy of our rules of procedure about how the hearing will proceed?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions about that?
No, it just, they told me to please come to a hearing, show up, and basically state all the facts that I know. And after everything gets done, you go deliberate, and hopefully everything works out great.
Good summary. Good summary. Thank you. So we are going to ask, or I'm going to ask you to identify the statutory abatement category, which would have been in the form you filled out, of why you're requesting an abatement. Don't mind looking at that and just reiterating.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have it, like physically in front of me. I'm at work, so I came outside
Oh, okay.
to handle everything. But if you're asking me, what did I write down in the piece of paper?
Go right ahead.
Yes. So this was before I found out actually where the root cause was. So I'm just going by the information before the city came out to me. So before the city came out, I was under the impression that the pipe had busted outside. It was just a little leak inside. This is my second property, so I come up and I check throughout the month just to make sure everything is still good. And come to find out that when the city came, it was on my side, but I did not know it was on my side until I want to say 2 days after I came and talked to the town clerk. That's when the city came out and they actually found out where the leak was coming from. So because the water bill only comes 6 months, I wasn't able to catch if the water was leaking, because if I would have seen it leaking, say if we have it every 3 months, I would have been able to go up there and try to figure it out. So from my knowledge, I didn't know it was no leak still going on. When I did find out the leak, I asked Christina, because she immediately shut it off from the city line, and she shut it off this year. Last year, I had an incident at the house where the pipes busted, and we had a miscommunication and a misleading information between me and the water department. From my knowledge, I thought that I was able to cut the water off from the city. She stated that they couldn't cut the water off. The misleading information was they can cut the water off, but I still had to pay my bill. So that's where I was trying to see if I could get the water cut off last year, because we had a $700 water bill. So that was the only reason why I didn't get it cut off from the major city line, because I was misled a little bit. So I was trying to, hopefully I didn't want it to get this big. I didn't want all of this to happen. And then once I found out that I had a $7,000 water bill, you know, I got a little upset. I started crying and things like that, because I'm in financial hardship right now. And I'm trying to get to the house so I can renovate it. But it seems like every time I try to do something, it's not letting me renovate the house. And like I was trying to tell the town, I've been trying to get into this house for about 3 years now. And I work in Wilmington, I work in Dover. So I'm trying to actually have my permanent residency in Wilmington so I can start enjoying the fruits of Wilmington.
Thank you. So I'm going to just, since you're not looking at the paper, what you did check was exactly what you described. sewer, water, utility, or service charges caused by circumstances that were difficult to foresee or outside of your control. That's the reason that we're looking at, that you're looking for an abatement.
Yeah.
I tried to understand the sequence of events, but I was a little confused.
Mhm.
How did you know there was a leak at the house if, as you said, you're not living there?
I had a phone call from the town of Wilmington stating that their sensors was going off. So that's why they thought it was on their side, because the sensors went off as far as the town of Wilmington. So they called me and said, "Hey, I need you to go check on your property. The signals, the sensors is going off on our behalf."
On what?
On the town, I guess the township, the town of Wilmington has um something. The town of Wilmington called me and said that it was a water issue, and they found it like the sensors was going off on their end.
Okay.
Yeah, might be saying the wrong thing, ma'am, but basically the alarm was going off on their end, not on my end. That's how I was able to know it was a leak.
Okay.
What was the date, approximate date on that?
Yes, approximate date January 7th, March 23rd. I have recorded video of me and the water, the two guys, us talking, and he stated when this happened, and I believe it was March 23rd or March 24th. And they immediately shut the water off the day that they called me.
So March 23rd, 24th of this year.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And they told you they shut the water off at the town connection?
Yes, ma'am.
So did anybody, did you have anyone go in the house to see what
Yes.
was leaking?
So-
Okay.
I went in the house. I didn't see no water on my floor, no busted pipes. The only thing I seen was a little drip down there in the basement, but I didn't think that this would cause this much chaos. It was just like, say if the pipe sweated, now sometimes it unthaws in there and it gets a little warm. So now the pipes be sweating, like dripping down a little bit. So I assumed that it was because it was defrosting in there, it was a little warm. So now the pipes are sweating, never realizing that this was the issue until the two men came to my house and let me know, hey, this is where the issue is coming from. So I was still under the impression that, it was from outside or somewhere not in the house until he officially told me where it's at and located the issue.
So that was two people from the water department?
Yes.
Told you they located that the leak was inside, not outside?
Yes, ma'am.
And was the house heated?
Yes, ma'am. All winter. Last year, I didn't heat it. That's why the pipes busted. So this year I said I'm gonna heat it, make sure everything is good. So now if something do happen, at least I can say, oh, it wasn't because the pipes busted.
Thank you. Anybody else have
Yeah.
questions?
I just,
Go ahead.
I think she said that she had a plumber come and check this out. I was trying to figure out in the
You
sequence.
may want to speak up on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you wrote in your thing that you had a plumber,
Yes, ma'am.
the property, and he couldn't find the leak. When
Yes.
did you have the plumber go?
So this was, I want to say 6 days after they said that they went checked the property and they couldn't find nothing. So then that's when I sent my plumber up there and asked him, can he go assess the property and see if he can find anything? He didn't find nothing until the two men came in, and then we started going in the basement, going throughout the whole house. We went in the garage. We went everywhere in the house. And then that's when he turned the main water on from the beginning of the property line. He did something. He had a stick in his hand and he turned it. And that's when they found out that that's where the leak was coming from.
Thank you.
I have, on your write-up, you said in January of 2026, you received a phone call that there was a leak detection reported. But you just said now that it was March?
Yes, ma'am. So I was under the impression before I came up there and looked at all of my paperwork. that it was January. But until I looked at all of my paperwork and the man officially told me that it was March 23rd or the 24th, that's when I had already written out everything. So I said, well, here's my time to let everything know what happened after I wrote everything on a piece of paper.
Okay, so you're correcting, you're sort of officially correcting what you wrote on the application. and
Yes,
saying
ma'am.
It wasn't January, it was March. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm still
My
confused.
last question, exactly where did the plumber and the two guys from the town water department find the leak? Can you tell us where the leak was?
Yes, ma'am. Down in the basement, it's a like a underpass in the basement, and that's where the big water thing is at. So when they went there, they said that they was going to turn the water on, and so we could try to find a leak. When we walked inside, we got to go into the basement, and in the basement, it's like a little, I want to say a little underpass, a little bit, because it's not cement, it's actual dirt. So in the back of the basement, the dirt side, that's where we found the leak at.
Would that be a crawl space, Ms. Ball? Is it not a full foundation, or is it part of the regular foundation?
Yep, it's part of the regular foundation.
Okay.
Just never got cemented, so it's just dirt back there. So then that guy was telling me, thank God that it is dirt because it seeped out into the yard.
Right.
So that's how they found the leak, because it was it's like a hole down there. So that's where all of the water was running at, and wind up going outside the yard in the back, like they stated. That's how they were able to figure out it's a leak on their side, because it was running from underneath of the basement outside. If it makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Would this, excuse me, one question. Would this area not have been an area the plumber would have looked at when he came there?
The plumber would have looked at it, but it wouldn't show the drip because the main water was off from then.
Because it made what? I'm sorry.
Main water.
Gotcha.
So when he came, the water been turned off.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
He came 6 days after the 23rd. So when he was looking all around the yard, all of the snow had melted then. So I told him to assess the property, go outside, go inside, and try to find something. And when he went in, he said he didn't find nothing until with the two men came in and we started looking at everything. And he said, ma'am, this the dirt is soft and it's a little wet. This is where the problem is at. Until he turned that main water on again outside and showed me where the leak was at, I would have never knew, ma'am, because it was just like a little drip.
Any questions? Other
I'm
questions?
just looking at the bills
Yeah.
here.
Just wanna-
So you received the bill for just $7,488.33 on this past about a month ago.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
That's-
Billing date is 5/11.
Oh, yeah, 5/11, yeah.
Okay. And then your payment history, and this is all for water or sewer? I'm
Both.
both,
They're
okay.
together now.
Yes.
Okay,
Look, I'm always on time. I might be a couple days late, but I'm always on time with my water and sewage bill. Even the prior year when it got up to $700, I went and worked a little extra hours just so I can, get the water bill right back down to where it's supposed to be at.
So I have a question about last year when you said the pipes broke.
Yes,
So that how did you know about that?
As hard as it sounds, you probably won't believe me, but God told me to go to my house. Again, I check on my house, throughout the month and make sure I stop by. But it was just something that God made me go do that day. And I wasn't even supposed to be there. I was supposed to be at work, but I had an extra 20, 30 minutes. So I said, you know what? Let me go check on my house. If I didn't go there and check on the house, I believe that it would have been flooded.
But was that leak also in the basement?
No, ma'am. This was upstairs in the kitchen.
Okay.
Pipes had busted, and that's the plumber that fixed it last year. That's the plumber that I told him to come back this year because I trusted him.
Right.
So he was the one that fixed my pipes the first time when it busted in the kitchen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So after your plumber, you, or I think you were there, you said, and the two people from the water department
Mhm.
met and saw where the leak was, did they turn off, had the water been turned off at that point to the
Yes.
street? Okay. And
Yes, ma'am. It was shut off all the way up to the two town clerk, the watermen. They came and they said they was going to turn it on. Christine, if I'm not mistaken, she said that they're up there. We're going to meet at a certain time and we're going to turn the water on and see where the leak come from.
right.
Yep.
Okay. And then it went back off.
And then he went back off. He stuck
Okay.
something in the ground and turned it. It's like a little thing down there he had turned with a crowbar or something.
Right. I know what you mean.
Oh,
John, any questions, or Russ from your end?
No, I am good.
Anybody else from the board?
maybe you sent in two pictures. One shows the crack, so all that gallonage came out of that crack?
Well, those are pictures that John Lozelle took when he
Oh,
was at the house.
Oh, okay, got it. So
Yeah.
those, okay.
And do we, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it says John, I'm sorry.
No problem.
And then the second picture shows where the
Oh,
dirt,
no, that's John's too. I didn't submit any pictures.
yeah, okay.
Right. Thank
John
you.
sent a picture of, looks like a crack on part of one of the pipes. And then the second one looks like the corner of the
Location.
basement.
Yeah.
And you can see that it's a dirt floor.
Right.
Okay. I'm all set.
Anything else? Anything else to tell us, Ms. Ball? What we'll do after we finish is to close the hearing, and we'll, as a board, deliberate about your request. And you'll hear from us in writing, certified mail, within 30 days.
Okay.
If you have anything else to add?
No, I just wanted to clear everything up when I did the paperwork, that things happened after the paperwork. So I just wanted to clear the air with that. And also I thought it was another date when it actually was the 23rd. So once I got that information gathered, I just wanted to present to you guys, everything that I had found out after I went to and wrote the piece of paper out, basically.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. And thanks for listening to me. And you guys have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Well, we close the Bliss Ball hearing.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Right, deliberation.